So ransomware, the way it gets onto your network is just like most other malicious incidents. You know, it's going to be through an employee clicking on a bad link and accidentally downloading the malicious software, an employee giving away their credentials and falling victim to a phishing attack, and so a criminal gets access to your network that way. You know, all of this stuff, and almost every time we meet for IT office hours and we're talking about cybersecurity, the number one thing that you can do to help prevent these incidents and protect yourselves and your business is going to be educating the staff and doing regular cybersecurity training. So you want to make sure that your staff can identify phishing emails so that when they see something come through, they're not clicking on those links. They're not handing over their passwords on accident. You want to make sure that you're keeping employees in the loop on new scams and techniques that criminals are using to hit the market. You know, when we see an uptick in ransomware incidents, that's important that our clients know that so that they can be on alert. And that's why it's important that you also pass that down to your staff so that they know to be alert. Something that we recommend is going to be investing in a solution, and we offer an online employee cybersecurity training program. But you want to make sure that whatever program you choose and whatever you implement is doing regular touches, like regular quizzes. So our solution sends out a micro quiz that takes about 2 minutes every single week to all of the staff at Andromeda, and then all of any clients that use this service. You know, we're all getting trained every single week. Even if it's only 5 minutes, it means that it's going to be present in your mind when your staff is going into their email, is surfing the web, and is interacting with technology, and they're better prepared and better able to protect themselves and your business. And then the other thing is just going to be, you want to look for some type of with whatever solution you choose for your staff training and your cybersecurity training, you want to make sure that you get visibility into individual performance, because you want to be able to assess which teams or which teammates need more help and more assistance so that you can be there for them. Right? And then finally, you want to make sure that with all of your training and all of these incidents, you know, you never want to create a situation where people fear being punished or people fear retaliation for falling victim to a cybersecurity incident. It can happen to anyone, and the last thing that you want is to have your staff afraid to tell you, and because the most important thing with any of this stuff is going to be the response time. The closer we can get to the incident, the quicker we can get things back up and running. So there are definitely other solutions available that can help as well. Like I said, you know, phishing emails and malicious emails landing in your staff inboxes, that can help. We can help with that, with helping with enhanced spam filtering. We'll just keep the emails out of the inbox. Then also you want to make sure that whoever's handling your IT, whether it's an internal team, an outsourced team, a combination of both, you want to make sure that you're investing in network management, which it needs to include regular patches and updates. I'm sure that everyone sees in the news all of these different cybersecurity incidents as they happen, and with regular patches and updates, you know, Windows and the different operating systems are pushing out updates that help improve security so that the criminals can't get at your network. And then finally, you just want to make sure that you have professional firewall and network equipment installed, because I mean, that's going to be the way that we're going to keep criminals from brute force just entering your network on their own. You want to make sure that you're monitoring ports to make sure that there aren't any open connections that have been forgotten, you know, from an employee that left who used to have remote access, etc. So you just really want to make sure, again, spam filtering is set up, regular patches and updates, and then whatever infrastructure equipment we're using is up to date, because those get patches and updates as well, and you're using a professional solution. So that was a lot of information, but that kind of wraps up the topic of ransomware at the highest level.